pulling everybody together after the campaign's over and getting them on the same page, because we all agree we want to elect Republicans.
The Tea Party emerges in Nebraska, and tonight the GOP has agreed to rally behind them on the road to November. Republicans say it's time to put their differences aside to do what's best for Nebraska. Good evening, I'm Jennifer Griswold.
And I'm Craig DeGrelli. The stage is set for November. Omaha businessman Pete Ricketts edged Nebraska Attorney General John Bruning and 4 other candidates to become the GOP nominee for governor in the general election. The state's top Republicans gathered in Lincoln today after their hard-fought campaign to rally support behind their candidates.
KMTV Action 3 News reporter Jake Wazakowski has a story from Lincoln.
After all the back and forth and the mudslinging, it was time for the GOP to unite heading forward, especially when it comes to the top seat here at the state capitol.
But we say we fought hard until yesterday. That was the whistle, and now we're pulling together and working forward.
A packed house gathered to greet the GOP nominees, new and old. The incumbents include all current U.S. representatives. The newcomers are Senate nominee Ben Sasse and Governor nominee Pete Ricketts. Neither have held public office. Governor Heineman endorsed John Bruning for governor, but says he stands firmly behind the primary winners.
Well, Ben Sasse ran a very impressive campaign, had a very impressive victory. I'm confident he's going to win in November. There are huge differences between him and his Democrat opponent. The same way with Pete Ricketts.
Heineman also said the heavy competition strengthened the party. Ricketts says he doesn't have time to take a breath. This is his second general election campaign.
We've got to pull all the folks together, whether you're a Tea Party person, a fiscal conservative, a social conservative, a defense conservative, a libertarian. We got to all pull together to make sure we elect our candidates.
At the Unity rally, the GOP said the differences between candidates wasn't nearly as great as portrayed compared to facing the Democrats. Democratic governor nominee Chuck Hasselbrook agrees.
You know, I have a history of fighting for ordinary working families. Pete Ricketts' history is a lot different. I mean, his involvement in public policy, for example, with the Chicago Cubs, was helping their billionaire family try to get the city of Chicago and a city in Arizona to help subsidize their stadiums and practice facilities. So I think my record of fighting for ordinary families stands up pretty well.
Ricketts says there's a lot more work to be done before the November election, but Governor Heineman seems a little bit more confident that the GOP will continue to reside at the governor's mansion for what would be a 5th consecutive term. Reporting from downtown Lincoln, Jake Wazakowski, KMTV Action 3 News.
Omaha Mayor Jean Stothard supported Ricketts' opponent John Bruning in the primary, but today she said she'll throw her full support behind the self-proclaimed bald, bold conservative.
That was my choice. I thought it out quite well, but in the end, John Bruning didn't win. Pete Ricketts did, and I'm 100% behind him, and I'll do whatever I can to help him get through the general election.
Stothard encouraged other Republicans to back Ricketts' candidacy now that the general election is set.